family, these idiots came up with a new type of diabetes. They got a new type of diabetes so they can make money off of more drugs. Type 2, type 5 diabetes. They now have a type 5 diabetes so they can prescribe you a drug for this instead of course, telling you the root cause, which is to stop eating yourself to death. Stop eating death, torturing murdered animal flesh, which is the heathen worship of devils. Okay. I know some of you, you're not ready for the long length live streams we do, but it is the heathen worship of devils. And the wrath of the God of life and health will never leave you when you inflicting that type of damage and harm to his children. But what do? They take advantage of your food addiction. I have a 12-part series on overcoming food addiction. And they take advantage of your food addiction and get you sick from this toxic satanic diet. And then they have all these synthetic drugs waiting for you. The International Diabetes Federation, they have a whole international federation for a disease that comes from diet. Isn't that stupid? Diabetes is reversible easily. Whole food, nutrient dense, non-violent vegan diet. Genesis 1:29. They recognizing a fifth form of diabetes in 2025 after decades of controversy. So now a fifth form. So you have type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4, and type 5. Type 5 diabetes is rarely discussed or researched, and yet it is thought to impact up to 25 million people worldwide. See how much money they can make? 25 million people. And you give them drugs that cost $200 each times 25 million people. Especially those in low and middle income nations where access to medical care is limited. It was first described in 1955 in Jamaica, then forgotten about for many years, even once it was acknowledged by the World Health Organization in the 1980s, but the diagnosis created controversy. But now it's back. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune condition that destroys the pancreas' ability to produce insulin, and that comes from dairy consumption. Animal protein causes autoimmune disease because animal protein is foreign to our body. It's unnatural to consume any type of animal protein, so your immune system attacks it. That's what causes all autoimmune disease. The first thing you do when you want to reverse autoimmune disease is you go vegan. And then you have to do a lot of fasting. I have videos on all these different type of autoimmune diseases. Type 2 is instant. Fruit fasting can heal type 1 diabetes, and fruit fasting can restore the health of your pancreas because fruits don't need your pancreas. Fruits allow your pancreas to work, to rest. At this time, can you please submit a double of what you usually give for our orphans? We have our field trip coming up. Brothers and sisters. The funds, $8,000 is due by next Monday. Thank you, Brother Barry White has kicked things off. He gave a double portion and that's what I'm asking for. I'm asking for everyone to match. If you can at least match Brother Barry White. And I'm mentioning him because he kicked things off and with the excellent suggestion of, because we have 200 orphans and we have our field trip and our basic funds to support. This is the true religion. So all we need is 33 people to give, to sow a seed of $240. And that will cover on the 20th of every month. We give a $4,000 love offering to support the 200 orphans and staff under the care of this ministry. The true religion of Jesus Christ the Nazarene is to care for the poor. That's true salvation. That's what true salvation is. The religion of the Most-High God is caring for those in need. And $4,000 provides the essentials for the 200 orphans and staff. Remember, we have 2 newer children home locations. And I've been mentioning this since the top of the year, that 3 times this year, starting this month, 3 times this year, we have a field trip. And our first field trip is on the 26th of this month. And that is a cost of $4,000. We rent buses, as you can see on the screen. We take them to different places, and then we finish it off with a vegan feast that at the Soul Vegetarian restaurant that is owned and operated by our African Hebrew Israelite Nazarene brothers here and sisters here in Nairobi, Kenya. So we need all hands on deck, brothers and sisters. No selfishness or leeching this week. All hands on deck. Please submit a love offering of the highest amount possible. I would love if we had just 33 people that could match Brother Barry White. Shout out to Brother Barry from New York, 240. And we could get that 8,000 in by April the 20th at the latest. So we need your offerings for our children. This is critical. This is dire. This is the week of caring for our children. If you want to take it to the next level and do $1,000 seed of life, hope or offering, of course, we would welcome several people that would give $1,000 this month to help in support of News Children's Home and our children. And you can do so using one of the many ways right here on the screen. Have video on that. Type 2 diabetes, just click the links in the description box, family, for those interested in more knowledge on these specific diseases. Type 2 diabetes, of course, is very famous. They call it insulin resistant. Type 3 diabetes is usually linked to Alzheimer's and dementia. And now I don't know what they consider type 4, because why are they going to type 5 now? From in which they say comes from nutrient deficiency, malnutrition related diabetes. And yet, because insulin resistance does not seem to be the primary cause of type 5 diabetes, existing treatments may not help at all. When they say treatments, they mean drugs. And I mean, the treatments don't help for none of them. They just cause a bunch of dangerous side effects. If you want to heal your body, only God's nature can do that. Only what the Creator has created. But of course, people despise the God of life and health, and that shows through their hatred for His creation. If it is caused by malnutrition, then fix the nutrition, stupid. Understanding the specific type of diabetes someone has is crucial to providing the right treatment. All diabetes can be treated effectively through the medicine foods of the God of life and health. Malnutrition-related diabetes is more common than tuberculosis and is nearly common as HIV and AIDS. Malnutrition-related diabetes. Malnutrition, you're not getting enough nourishment. That's the root cause of all disease. You see how slick they are? They just make up stuff, family. They're making up stuff. Type 5 diabetes. Type 1, type 2, type 3, don't know what type 4 is. They're just making stuff up. They're making stuff up, and now they're trying to figure out how they can drug people. That's all it is. That's all it is. If it's caused by malnutrition, fix the nutrition. My goodness. People will accept anything if it allows them not to change their diet. People will accept anything, even if it means believing in a monster. I have everything you need for your essential supplement needs at theministerofwellness.com, theministerofwellness.com. My online store is so important because not only does it give you what you need for your health, and my supplements are high quality, my supplements are potent because I'm very careful with putting my name on a supplement. So I vouch for the Minister of Wellness name brand supplements. However, here's something important to consider. My supplements are not only more expensive than others because of the quality and the potency, which is important, but brothers and sisters, I am proud to be able to state to you that 90% of all profits that come through you purchasing the Minister of Wellness books, vitamins, minerals, sea moss, goes into our missionary initiatives. So when you choose to support the online store at the retail cost without waiting for a sale, you're not only helping yourself, but you are still helping the poor. That's the beauty. That's the spiritual blessing of supporting the ministerofwellness.com online store. The ministerofwellness.com, the ministerofwellness.com. Help yourself and help the poor by making a decision to purchase the Minister of Wellness products at the full retail cost. So keep that in mind, family. When you go to my online store and you see the prices and you say, oh, this looks to be expensive. Yes, because of the quality, the potency, but also the most important is that I am a 90% tither according to the true Nazarene Ebionite teachings of the Master Yahushua HaMashiach. Thank you for understanding that. Thank you in advance for supporting the ministerofwellness.com online store at the retail cost.